Amen. Comforting tunes. God morning, God morning. Happy Monday. This week we're continuing talking about mental health awareness. Last week we talked about the origin of mental health and how it started back in the Garden of Eve, even with the Garden of Eden, even with Eve, and how the serpent tried to get her to question. He got her to question her own sanity. And even he messed with Adam and Eve and got them to separate themselves from the very person, God, who loved them the most. And that's what this old evil spirit is out to do. It's an origin. Its origin come from the devil, the darkness. He's the enemy of Christ. And so he's out to destroy us some kind of way because he wants to keep us in darkness, in a dark place. He's mad because God said, let there be light. Christ came in and brought life, purpose to our lives. Christ is the comforter. He came that we may have life and that more abundant. He comforts us. And so the devil is the confuser. Bible told you God is not the author of confusion. So what that mean? The devil is the confuser. Confuse you in some kind of way. Get you to turn against God, the very person that loved you the most. Get you to question your sanity like Eve did. Making her think that she is not as God. She was already as God, created in God's image, in his likeness, given dominion over the whole earth. That's already as God, like God. But he get us to question our own sanity and look at things in the wrong way. Got them to make themselves aprons. In other words, putting that energy into making some that wasn't worth nothing because God took that off of them and made them some aprons. So we're still dealing with mental health issues this week. Hello to my cousin Sharon. God bless you. And so we talked about last week about the origin, and we talked about Rachel, suicidal tendencies is what she had because she couldn't have a baby by her husband, Jacob, and people put too much focus, energy into one thing or one person and they lose themselves. And then we talked about the mental health situation with others. We're going to get into that. I can't remember who else we talked about, but we're going to get into today King Saul and his mental health issue, the mental health issue of King Saul. Oh yeah, last week we talked about Naaman, who was captain of the Syrian army. His mental health issue was that he had an incurable disease that he hid up under his armor. Outwardly, he looked strong. He won many great battles for the Syrian army. He was the captain. But when he got home and took his armor off, then he was dealing with a hidden issue. And many people hide behind smiles on their faces, behind their accomplishments in life. They hide behind them while they're dealing inwardly with a mental health issue. And so we talked about that last week. And so today we're talking about a comforting tune. Now, why you say a comforting tune? Well, you find over there in 1 Samuel 16, there was an evil spirit that came upon King Saul. And his people found out that if they could get somebody to come and play an instrument for him that would possibly calm him down. And so they went and got David from his father Jesse, and David would come. When that evil spirit came upon King Saul, David would play his instrument, his harp, and that evil spirit would leave him. The Bible said he would be refreshed. So what they found out, and what we shouldn't find out today, is the problem. They found out the source of the problem, which was an evil spirit coming upon him. And that's a step toward the solution, when you find the source of the problem. And then to know your weakness is your strength. There are evil spirits out here that are affecting people's minds, their personalities, like it did King Saul. And so you might be the David that they call on, that God is calling on to play your instrument to help somebody that may be struggling mentally. Your instrument can come from comforting words. Your instrument could be a phone call just to talk to them. Your instrument could be them just looking up and see your face, see you coming. However way, let God use you. Let you be the instrument, an instrument of praise to help somebody that's struggling in this world. People are struggling mentally. There are evil spirits out here that are attacking our minds, changing people's personality. So be willing to comfort, to be that instrument that God uses to comfort somebody. All right. Have a blessed day. Hello to my brother, Kenny. You made it. Y'all have a blessed day. And as always, keep God first. Be the instrument, that comforting tune that God uses to help somebody.